What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, look, you have to admit that the Philadelphia 76ers, this new look team with James Harden and Joel Embiid, they look great, you know. Um, James Harden has been sensational. Uh, Joel Embiid, with fewer shots, is still getting the same amount of points that he was getting before, which is scary. The fact that the Knicks really had no other strategy today than other to foul because they just could not slow down their attack is scary. Joel Embiid shot 27 free throw attempts tonight. If this was 2 weeks ago and he shot 27 free throw attempts, Joel Embiid would have had 60 points today. James Harden has averaged 9.5 free throws so far as a Philadelphia 76er. This is a guy that earlier in the year was complaining about not getting the calls he did before, but as you have seen, the league has uh, the league pretty much has bowed down to pressure, and in order to make James Harden look like a star, he has to get those free throws. He has to get those calls, those whistles from the officials. I'm not denying that James Harden is a great player, but a lot of his game is predicated on him getting to the foul line. Now, I do want to say this. Yes, James Harden and Joel Embiid have looked great, but we got to keep certain things in perspective. James Harden's debut was against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are not going to be winning any championships or be appearing in any NBA finals anytime soon. And today they beat the Knicks, one of the biggest disappointments in the NBA and one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA. So it's kind of hard to gauge how great Philly really is. They look like they can be something special. They look like a team that could potentially be a finals, uh, NBA finals team. But we have a lot to see. We got a lot to see because I see some potential defensive issues with this team. And I have to also note that James Harden, being I like to follow history and things of that nature, James Harden is only 6 3-point field goals made away from surpassing, 5 away from tying, 6 away from surpassing and passing Reggie Miller as number 3 all time in 3-point field goals made. And this begs the question because I believe James Harden is like a year younger than Steph Curry. I have to look at their ages, but I believe James is like 32 ish, and I believe Steph is 33, maybe on the verge of turning 34. I got to look at their ages again. But I think Harden is a little bit younger. But this brings up an interesting question. Even though Steph Curry is the all time leader, well over 3,000 3-pointers made, Harden 2,550 something and some change. Is it possible James Harden could finish, if he plays longer, if he could finish as the all time leader in 3-pointers made over Steph Curry? I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a distinct possibility. Um, Harden is a little bit younger, if I'm not mistaken. And Harden is as prolific as Steph Curry has been. Harden actually shoots more of them than anybody in the history of the game. He's already only the second guy to have over 7,000 3-point attempts. Harden has already missed more 3-point attempts than anybody in the history of the game. He's, I believe, less than 400 attempts away from surpassing Ray Allen for most 3-point attempts in the history of the league. and you shoot that many fucking threes, and this guy could potentially. It depends on how he take care of his body. You know what I'm saying? All the partying and shit, man. You think it's gonna, you know, take its toll. But let's just say he plays into his late 30s, and let's say Steph breaks down and retires when he's 36 or something. Could James Harden finish with more threes? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Like Steph Curry is the king of pointers, the most prolific, but then Harden could finish with more, a little bit more made and a lot more attempted. I just thought that was an interesting little, twist on this thing. Uh, Curry's the more efficient 3-point shooter. Even this down year, Curry is still shooting a higher clip than I think Harden has ever shot, 38%. But anyway, just thought I would put that out there. Tell me what you guys think.